recapping my trade of FuelCell Energy, ticker symbol FCEL, or FCEL, over the span of 2 days, so from January 25th to the 26th. I am missing a few screenshots, so I do trade on my phone regularly because I am out and about, but I do get to look at my phone, so whenever I get a chance, I take a screenshot if it's looking like it's something that I do want to talk about. However, this recap is missing a position where I sold before I did take a screenshot. So let's see what I do have. Currently on this slide, it is showing that I'm holding a position of 15 at 18,342. Total position, I actually was holding 25 shares. So again, I have a small account, so I do small share sizes, and they kind of average down from there. So as a recap of where I was pre-market on the 25th, so the day before this screenshot, I bought 5 shares at 18.21 pre-market, and it looked like it was going up. So then as it was going up, I bought another 5 shares at 18.36. I tend to not average up because of this case where I did average on the open. I got another 5 shares at 19.04, and it did start to drop on me, so I had to find a spot to average down again, and then I ended up being a little bit more aggressive than I was before, and I bought 10 shares at 18.05. So that's where it landed me at 25 shares at 18,342, even though this is showing a position size of 15. So again, I did sell prior to this screenshot, so I sold 10 at 19.01, and I let the rest kind of ride because sometimes I sell just to be a little bit safe, just to pocket some profits, because I'm not sure what happens on the open. So as it was going up, I got pretty excited, so I sold 10. So that's why you see this position size of 15. And let's keep going. So as it was riding, it went up, and I felt safe to kind of let it go for a little bit. So it hits this high of 21.44 right at around midday. So this is around lunchtime for those big dogs, those market makers. As it got closer to the end of the day, it started to drop. So this is my 5-minute chart. Typically, when it drops too far past my moving averages on my 5-minute chart, that's where I decide to sell. So this, my position size is gone already because I did sell. I sold 10 at 21.06, so before it hit that high of the day. And then as it started to come back down at that consolidation point, I sold the remaining 5 at 20.56. So yes, a lot of numbers. I will throw in a recap of those numbers. So this is just me looking back on the chart after I sold, because sometimes I want to confirm that I made a good sell. So it looks like on this day, it started to go down past all my moving averages. So I considered that a good sell at that point. So this is the daily chart. Right before I sold it, it was above that that previous high. I believe that previous high was like 21.14, I think. That big red bar that you see also floating there. So it went above that high, and I figured that based off of my previous trades that I wanted to get out safe. I wanted to pocket some profits. So I was at 21.44, high of the day, and you know where I sold. So sold where I sold, and I was looking back at it, trying to see where another line of resistance was going to be, and I figured that this was a good spot. So sometimes on the daily chart, I kind of scroll back, see where that resistance is before I sell, making my decision, trying to figure out my exit. I've gotten pretty good at the entries, but still trying to figure out this exit. And I sold the 25 shares several times. So over several times, I sold 10 and then 10 and then 5. and that gave me an average of 2014. Um, that was a span of 2 days. So I opened the trade on the 25th of January. I closed the entire trade on the 26th of January, and the profit that I pocketed was 44.95. So sometimes I look back at the charts to kind of decide if I made a good play. The daily chart the next day did jump up to 24.20. So I kicked myself a little bit for that, not letting it go, but um, looking at the following day, it did drop back down. So in general, I would say that it was a good play. I did pocket some profits. Again, I have a small account, so I pocket the profits when I do believe that it's a good spot. So there you have it, folks. My trade on FCEL.